I'm a curious person. I'd assume all of you are just as curious. I don't think you'd be sitting here today if you weren't. But I have a question. Have you ever considered what curiosity looks like? What it really looks like? Does it look like this? Let me zoom in a bit more. Is this curiosity? How about this? See, I think this is exactly what curiosity looks like. And this is what I hope to inspire every day. Somehow, I'm lucky enough to do that for a living. Working at a science company, we're a bit biased when it comes to science education. We want science class to be awesome. We want science to be fun because if students get excited about science, they're that much more likely to pursue a career in science. And as you can imagine, we think it's pretty important for there to be more scientists in the world. But making science class fun shouldn't be too difficult, right? Because with science, you can do things like this. But too often, science class can actually be pretty boring. For far too many reasons, teachers often have little to no access to the resources necessary for hands-on science experiments. So science class turns into videos and worksheets, or no science class at all. In the US, for example, less than half of students who attend what the government considers to be low-resource schools have access to the resources necessary for hands-on science experiments. How can students get excited about science if they don't have access to the resources to actually make science fun? We wanted to do something to address this issue. We knew we couldn't outfit every classroom in the world with all the resources necessary, as much as we wish we could. So we came up with another idea. We bought a shipping container. And with this shipping container, we had one goal in mind: to create a vibrant and engaging learning environment to spark curiosity. And this is what we turned it into: the Curiosity Cube. A 20-foot by 8-foot mobile science lab that screams not just for students' attention, but encourages anyone who walks by to wonder what the heck is inside. And on the inside, it may not be big, but it has a lot to offer. A cross between high-tech science lab and fun, kid-friendly learning environment. It's equipped with technologies such as 3D printers, virtual reality, interactive microscopes, and so much more. This technology isn't just in there for fun, though. Every piece of technology must serve an educational purpose. If it doesn't, no matter how cool it may be, it doesn't make it inside. So what do we do with the Curiosity Cube? Well, we strap it to a trailer and send it across North America, stopping at schools, big city centers, anywhere where we can reach as many students as possible. We stop at those schools that I mentioned that don't have access to the resources for hands-on science experiments. And on the weekends, we go to big city centers, big public events, anywhere where there's families and children. And at these public events, we let anyone who wants to have fun with science come inside our mobile science lab. Anyone between the ages of 3 to 83 get to experience science and have fun with science. Over the course of the more than 60,000 kilometers that our mobile science lab has traveled, and the more than 65,000 students that we've reached, this picture sums up one of the most important lessons that we've learned. See, at those public events that I mentioned, we often have a line upwards of 30 minutes to come inside our mobile science lab. On this particular day, it was nearing 90 degrees or 36 degrees centigrade. It was hot, it was sunny, and we had a line. Consider that for a second. Hot, sunny, long line, and no roller coaster or ice cream at the end. Kids were choosing to wait in line to learn, to have fun with science, to experience science. Their faces say it all. That's eager curiosity. See, what we know, what all of us already know, is that children are naturally curious. They want to learn. They want to be exposed to new ideas. So if we can make science, or any subject for that matter, vibrant, engaging, and fun, I promise you students are going to be eager to learn more. I want to leave you with one of the most impactful things that I heard following one of our mobile science lab events. It comes from a 10-year-old student in Texas after he walked outside. I thought it was a really cool lab that really inspired me, because I think that I am terrible at science, but I finally did something right. There is so much to unpack, so much behind his statement. But what I want you to consider is that this student walked away with a massive smile on his face, with the confidence to go back to science class the next day, knowing that he conquered an experiment the day before, and he can, and he will do it again. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not saying just one visit to our mobile science lab will forever change a student's life. No. But if we can expose students to the wonders of science, if we can get them just that much more excited for science class the next day, we truly believe we can have a domino effect. Because what students need is the opportunity to see and experience how awesome science is, to feel safe to learn, to build their confidence, and most importantly, to have their curiosity sparked. And now we know that we can do that inside of a vibrant yellow shipping container. Thank you.